What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MX Style. This house going down. I know I've been gone. I've been trying to figure out how to trade, and that is still a work in progress. So when I do master that, then I will be sharing that knowledge with you guys. So yeah, in this video we'll be talking about, first of all, a market overview, and then we'll be talking about Moon Finance as well, an up and coming project, as well as a potential pump that may happen in the month of September for this specific coin. And then we'll also be talking about Schiff, and then we'll be doing some Zilliqa TA, and that will be at the end of the video. So if you're just here for Zilliqa, then feel free to go to the timestamp and then you can have a look at that, but I recommend watching the whole video.
Chief, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Having money on my mind, I having money in my pocket. Bone marrow roasted, spread it on the rosemary bread, lightly toasted, drizzle with the vinaigrette.
So yeah, let's have a look at the markets. So we can see here that Bitcoin is holding steady above 10,000, which is very nice to see. You can see, in the last 7 days we have gone down at least, just under 14%, which in my eyes it indicates a buying opportunity, as we are in a accumulation phase again. Ultimately it's just cheaper Bitcoin, so you can't go wrong with that. Looking at the top gainers for the day, we have Blockstacks, Elrond, and I believe Dash. So I believe Elrond, they have transferred to eGold, or I heard something in and amongst that. I think they got listed on crypto.com. So sorry guys, I know it's not the most specific description, but yeah, just Google Elrond news and I'm sure that will come up. And looking at the biggest losers, Hyperon, I don't know much about them. I don't know much about any of these, but yeah, these are some significant losers. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the Moon Finance, and the ticker is ROC. So just a disclaimer, I do have a bag of this, and this is a paid promotion, but I do believe that they can be quite a beneficial project to you. That's why I am mentioning it on my channel. So essentially guys, Moon Finance here is a DeFi project, but let me just read some facts about Moon Finance, and hopefully that will warm you guys up to it. So essentially, you guys will need a MetaMask to buy this coin, but ultimately this is in the pre-sale. This coin hasn't been listed on any exchange yet, so potential gains could be very profitable. But yeah, the pre-sales of ROC are offered by the moonfinance.com, and this is a DeFi protocol which aims to lend out tokens by using providers such as Aave, Fulcrum and Compound and other liquidity tools. So the tokens are going to be utilized by token holders, and they'll be used to invest in platforms with financial products that will allow the exposure to the DeFi markets with the high probability of good returns on your investment. Basically, this coin isn't on the market yet, but they are planning to be very innovative, and they have taken some precautions. So for example, they're in the midst of an audit, and Sushi Finance, they did not have an audit, Yam Finance did not have an audit. So the fact that they're in the midst of an audit is a very good sign, as well as the fact that they are going to be listed on GitHub. So if you guys don't know about GitHub, but it's a very world-renowned website used by some respected tech firms such as IBM, Google, PayPal, Bloomberg, Walmart, Facebook, Spotify, Airbnb. And the benefits of going on GitHub is that essentially, if you do have a suggestion or an improvement for the code, then they can go in and change that. It enables the community to have a more involved role in the token, as opposed to just owning the token. Having said that, this coin does give you governance rights, so it does give you the option to suggest which coins that will be able to yield farm, similar to Yearn Finance. So that is a very good aspect of this coin. As you guys know, crypto is all about trust. You guys are free to have a look at their contract. If you guys know anything about reading crypto contracts, which I do not, then feel free to go ahead. Everything will be in the description, as well as the link to buy the coin. But the supply, just to give you a heads up on the tokenomics, one token at the time of the launch, one token will be worth $15, and they have already sold 500 tokens in a private round. So just wanted you guys to know that. The supply will be 60,000 coins, so the fact that that supply is very small is very good for the tokenomics, in my opinion. So if you guys wanted to make a speculative play, or were interested in investing in a alternative DeFi token, then this potentially has the room for very good gains. But remember guys, don't invest more than you're willing to lose, as with any investment that you have in your portfolio. And I've handled multiple projects and protocol and launch many other financial services and gel and aggregate other brands to lend money and offer tokens to the space. Just a further breakdown of what the Moon Finance is. Basically, they are a central ecosystem of aggregators who obtains and utilizes lending services offered by liquidity pools for the optimization of tokens and lending power of these tokens. These services focused by the companies include Didex, Fulcrum, Compound, and Aave. These tokens are also used to facilitate the trade of other DeFi like Finance and all these other Y forks about. So how can we get involved? Well, if you want to leverage your opportunity with a decentralized platform that will be listed and liquid on Uniswap after the pre-sale, then Moon Finance is your best shot at that. So you can go over to the link, or use this URL here. So it's www.themoonfinance. So it's www.themoon.finance, and alternatively you can go to the link in the description and just click on that. I believe the minimum buy-in is around 0.015 ETH, which at the time of making this now is probably around 50-60 pounds, which is maybe $100, but don't quote me on that. It's just some quick math. So you guys might be wondering how to buy ROK tokens. So basically you go to their website, which is here. Basically you copy and paste the address of your private MetaMask, you buy your tokens. Pre-sale now is 15. You send your money to this ERC20 address, which is where all of their tokens are stored, and then you paste your transaction number below, and then you click send. And then you can either share your experience in the Telegram, where there's a lot of active community members there who have bought tokens. And just to give you guys an understanding of this token, I'll show you that they are quite. So if you guys want to analyze this token, I'll leave the contract address in the description as well as the Ether address, but you can have a look at their Ether address and you can see that none of the tokens that have been sent in have been transferred out. So roughly at the moment now they have around $9,000 of pre-round investments, as you can see here, which is around 29 ETH. And there've just been transactions going in varying from 0.2 ETH to to 5 ETH to 1 ETH, whatever it is. But you can see here it's very open, very transparent. There haven't been any transactions outwards, so this in my opinion seems to be like a legitimate project, especially with the fact that they are interested in getting an audit as well. So that's a very good sign for you guys. So have a look at the link in the description. Feel free to put some money in. Who knows where this coin is going to go, guys. DeFi in the last couple months or so has $8 million. At the moment we have $7.8 billion locked up in DeFi. At the moment we have had a small correction in the whole crypto market space as well as in DeFi. So ultimately that is part of a healthy market cycle, and I believe DeFi is here to stay. So if you guys are interested to make a good return on your money, then I would suggest having a look into this project. And all the links will be in the description. Let's get into the rest of the video. So I wanted to bring to your attention this website called CoinMarketCal. Essentially this is an events website for cryptocurrency coins, and this gives you an update of several different events, whether it's staking, mainnet launches, or even exchange listings. And as you guys know about buying the rumor, selling the news, that is a thing in crypto, which took me not too long to figure out. It took me like a week or so to figure it out. But basically guys, you want to be looking for coins that the community is behind, that that are hot and that have up and coming events. So for that reason I'm bringing up this token here, and it's called Lamden. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not too interested in what this coin has to offer, but ultimately I'll give you a short breakdown. So basically it's a coin for developers, and they're able to make more money on the coin. But I'm not interested in that at all. I'm just looking at this as a speculative investment, and I'm ultimately gonna put in, I don't know, maybe like 0.1 ETH, 0.2 ETH, just as a speculative play. And essentially I'll look to sell this either a day before or on the 16th of September, and hopefully make a decent return on it. If I don't, then it's not the end of the world, but like, you know, I'm not marrying this coin, that's for sure. But yeah, you can see here this token price appreciation, you know, beginning of the year. Let's go to 2020. So looking at this coin, yeah, at the beginning of the year, this coin was basically worth 0.0182 cent, and it had a peak in mid-August of around 11.9 cent. So that's 100x, guys, in 8 months, and that was caused by a variety of different factors, such as their mainnet launch being announced, as well as them being listed on MXC exchange, which I don't believe is, you know, too good of an exchange, but you know, that just goes to show the hype around the coin. And then they also announced an AMA between EX network, and that was planned for the 2nd of September. So that caused a lot of hype, guys. Just a couple of days ago, this coin's value was around 15 million in market cap, so it's gone down a bit, and ultimately, you know, it would be a good time to enter. I know I say it all the time, but with a pullback, that's what you want to see. When I looked at the coin, it pumped like 60% in the day, and that's possibly because of, you know, that it was on CoinMarketCap. Who knows? But you can see here the price has stabilized. Looking at the last 14 days, the price has had a pump, and then it's also, you know, stabilized. So this dip here was caused by the crypto market small crash in general, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we are now what I believe to be in the consolidation phase, and ultimately I would hope to see a pump in, you know, the next 2 or 3 weeks or so before, or yeah, next week Friday or something, whenever it is. So yeah, that's that, guys. It's just a speculative play. Don't you know, be putting in all of your portfolio in this coin, as you know, this coin may go down in value. But ultimately, if this coin can 100x in 8 months, then, you know, who knows where it's going to go in the future. But yeah, just have that on your radar, guys. Very, very small market cap, very, very volatile coin, so yeah, bear that in mind. Next up, we have Peter Schiff. This guy is like the bane of crypto. Like, this guy's a gold bug, and he's just a bit of a hater, really. So basically, he's been advising his son not to invest in crypto, and his son went against him and still decided to purchase Bitcoin. And then he wrote a poll on Twitter asking, you know, whose advice you're going to listen to. An experienced investor with over 30 years experience, who's, you know, been very successful, or an 18-year-old college freshman who's never had a job. And guess who people voted for, guys? Guess who? Yeah, they voted for the kid. Like, you can see here, 81% votes to the kid, and there were nearly 80,000 votes, guys. That's crazy. That is crazy numbers. Just interesting piece of news. I thought you guys would be interested to see. Okay, so now we're gonna get on to the Zilliqa TA, and ultimately, guys, you know, I wouldn't be worried about Zilliqa. Like, this coin is gonna do us well. So to keep it simple, I've got a couple different indicators here. So this is the true strength index. This line here represents the 0. Ultimately, above it is a bullish sentiment, below it is a bearish sentiment. So dating back from around, let's say, February 19, this data actually started to become reliable, and this is on the weekly chart, guys. So this has more of a macro time span to it, so I believe it's more effective, and, you know, gives you a wider horizon of where the chart is going. So yeah, looking at this chart, we can see here we had a year-long consolidation and accumulation phase for Zilliqa, and, you know, we sort of somewhat had like a double bottom, not really, but, you know, you get what I mean. Ultimately, we are below one of our Fibonacci retracements, but it's not the end of the world, guys, because we are just about holding the 200-day moving average as support. I'll go a bit deeper into the coin by looking at the daily just in a bit, but yeah, just to let you guys know, there's nothing to worry about. The true strength indicator shows us that we're still in very much a bullish sentiment. As you can see here, this is the weekly chart, by the way, guys. You can see here we were in a bearish sentiment, you know, from all the way from February 2019 all the way until May 2020, guys. So yes, we have had a crossover, and ultimately, you know, this coin may come down a bit, but we are just about to enter, you know, a bull run for several years now, guys. And ultimately, this accumulation phase, you know, if you got in here, congrats to you, because you guys are going to make a lot of money. I ultimately got in around here, but I will be looking to stack my Zilliqa bag in the upcoming days and weeks. Further to that, this is the VPVR, and this gives us an indication of, you know, the traded volume range. And you can see here we have a lot and most of our trading range in this Fibonacci retracement level here, which also tends to be, you know, where we have the most trading volume. This has several bounces using this line as support, mostly as support really on the weekly, and ultimately we are slightly below this Fibonacci retracement line, but the fact that we're hanging on in there is a very good sign. And you know, the fact that also most of the trading volume is in this range suggests that we are likely to hold this range for, you know, the foreseeable future before then going up. And when we do go up, you know, in value, guys, there's not much trading volume, so there's nothing to hold us back. Ultimately, this 2-year or this 2-year resistance line is, you know, our biggest enemy. This is our obstacle that we need to overcome, but I do see us overcoming that in the next couple of months, if not by, you know, the end or start of next year, anywhere in that time frame. I'm not going to give you an exact time frame, but yeah, it's very, very bullish for Zilliqa, guys. So, you know, be ready for when, you know, this market pumps. Further to that, guys, just to give you more gas on your flame, we have Bitcoin dominance. It has gone up slightly, but ultimately, I think August, July, we were at 60, 61. So now we are at 55, guys. So that is very, very bullish, very, very bullish. So the further it goes down, the more these alts are going to pump, guys. That's very, very good to see, and it's getting me excited. I won't lie to you. Okay, guys, so I'm just quickly looking at the daily. We can see here, which is beautiful to see, we are holding the 200-week moving average as support. And ultimately, if we do go below this, then, you know, it's going to be bad news bears, and we would most likely, according to the VPVR, in my opinion, go down to this Fibonacci retracement level, which is at this most high trading volume based on a daily chart. But I don't believe that will happen, guys. This 200-week moving average is a very, very strong line of, you know, support and resistance, and, you know, it's done a solid in the upcoming in the, you know, past few years and months for this chart. So ultimately, you know, I just look at this as another consolidation phase for Zilliqa. You know, load up your bags if you can, and yeah, just, you know, don't worry. On the daily chart of the TSI, we are entering somewhat of a bearish trend, but that's ultimately just because of our, you know, rapid decline in price, and that's simply because of, you know, the crypto crash that's happened in the last week or so. So nothing to worry about, guys. Only thing to say is that, you know, in this current trading range, our 200-week moving average, we don't have much traded volume. So hopefully hopefully the bulls start to kick in and we start to trade upwards into this trading range of the 0.018 cent mark. And yeah, that would mean a continuation of our bullish move, but that it depends on, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, Bitcoin's holding steady above 10k. Zilliqa's holding above the 200-day moving average. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. it's all good, you know, nothing to worry about. So yeah, that's been the video. I also wanted to say this Saturday I am hosting, you know, martial arts lessons in London, Cricklewood Boxing Centre, NW2 6JP. Kids classes 12:30 p.m. Adult classes at 1:15 p.m. So yeah, if you guys live in London, hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'm trying to get some students. Jeez. Okay, that's the video, guys. See you. Bye.